It's me, your little boy. I'm saying, this is something that you need to know. As success is what is meritable, but there are those who cost themselves that you cannot give them. Let me tell you two things. Many of us don't know how powerful our word, our action, our attitudes is. Meaning that you can become whom you hate. This is why it's very necessary for you to be careful whom you hate, whom you are jealous of, whom you are angry and mad at. Because when God is favoring people around you, you have to be careful that those who are favored still carry curse within. Meaning that either you are blessed by them or you are cursed by them. This is something that many of us don't know. Look at the life of King David. King David was so favored that his own favor turned to Saul as a curse. Imagine who the Lord said, "You are my heart, a man after my whole heart," and he ended up become the one that the life of Saul becomes so miserable. Meaning that if you envy those who God have already called to be favored in life, you will end up absolutely, miserable. That is what happened to King Saul. King Saul see the favor of God upon David. Instead of him, to hold the favor, to be patient with the favor, instead of him to embrace the favor, to embrace the opportunity, he ended up envying whom God has. That is why majority of us think that we are going to do this, we are going to destroy that joy, we are going to destroy that favor. Not in our life, he will be able to do better than us. Not knowing that who God have blessed, no man on earth can curse. This is what happened to Esther also. Esther was carrying a favor that was hidden. This is leading me to the deeper. Esther was carrying a blessing, a favor that God hide from men. So there are people whom you may see that they are not blessed because of the fact that you are seeing only the outward. Because of the fact that you are only seeing the outward, not the inward. This is the mistake that majority of us are making. When we see people who are struggling, we think that they are not favored. There is no God within them. So let us curse them. Let us make life become more difficult for them. Not knowing that the more you try to do what, to bring them down, the more you raise the anger of God. So you have to be careful whom you try to bring down. You have to be careful whom you try to do or depressed or oppressed, because you may end up regretting it for the rest of your life. So you have to understand that King Saul was trying to kill David, but he ended up realizing that God used him to elevate what David. So there are those whom you cannot curse. And in life, there are those who carry the favor of God, that if you are not careful, you will end up being the one that God will use to uplift them. Look at the life of Haman. Haman was seeing the pain of Israel, the Jews, but he was not seeing the glory and the favor they carry. So you have to be careful when you are trying to bring down those who God have blessed, because you can be blessed by them or be cursed by them. So you have to be mindful how you treat people who God is reigning accurately in their life, because they carry two things, favor and curse, and the choice is yours. So be careful when you rise up against those who God have already anointed, because they either destroyed you or lift you up. They either increase you or damage you. Remain blessed. May God bless you.